Assalamualaikum to Madam Zanina. I am Aina as a first presenter. Today I would like to present about engineering mechanics calculation system using C programming. Next, more introduction. Firstly, this system shows about basic concept of mechanical engineering and the ways to solve engineering mechanics problems. For the application, here we have two parts in mechanics, which is in static and dynamic. In static we have 4 sections, while in dynamic we have 8 sections. Objective of the system able to detect the behavior of machines and structures through physics and mathematical principles of mechanics. Next is scope in this project. Through the system, we found that variables can be declared and provide several programs for control structures and function. Limitation in this project: as the program becomes larger and more complex, the separation of the program's data and the code that operates on the data can lead to problems which is difficult to understand and maintain. And second, difficult to modify and extend, and last is easy to break.
Next, I will continue to explain about the flowchart of our program. The function of this flowchart is to know the flow, how the program goes from start until the end. As you can see in our flowchart, when the program is compiled and run, it will start and read all the variable to declare it. The variable is declared as float variable. After it has been declared, it will print the main menu of the program. In the main menu, there has 4 options that can be selected. If option 1 is select, it will print the introductions of the topic, which is Introduction to Engineering Mechanics and its applications. After that, the user has to enter 0 to go back to main menu. All the program has been programmed to select 0 to go back to the previous page. Next, when the user enters the sections of option number 2, which is static, it will prompt the user to another submenu in another page. In the submenu, there has another 4 options that can be chosen by the user. If the user select option 1, it will print about the static concept, while if option 2 and 3 is selected, the program will print the value of force and moment respectively, based on the input that has been keyed in by the user. Then, if option 4 is selected, it will go back to the main menu. After that, when the user enters selections of option 3, which is dynamic, it will prompt the user to another submenu in another page. In the submenu, there has another 8 options that can be chosen by the user. The option is just almost same with the static, but the difference is in dynamic there has more options and of course different formula used for each of the option. Then the program will go back to the main menu when option 8 is selected. Last but not least, to exit the program, the user has to enter option 4 in the main menu. Then, all the print output will be stored in a memory that called buffer area. Then, we proceed to another slide, which is sample of output. Just like how I have been explained in previous slide, it's going to be the same as the flowchart since the program will follow the flow. As you can see in the main menu of our program, there has the title of our program, the developer's lecturer's name, and also current time. And of course, our main menu that has the 4 options. Next, when option 1 is selected, it will print the introductions of the topic. After that, if option 2 and 3 is selected, it will prompt the user to another page and will print their submenu. submenu. Lastly, for the result and discussion, I will discuss about the comparison between our program and another program, which is the calculator. So, let's proceed with the differentiation. I will choose one option from static and one option for dynamic as the example. So first, I choose option 2. Then, I choose force. Then I enter the value of mass, which is 50 kg, and value of acceleration 7.2. So the answer is 360 Newton. Next, let us check by using the calculator. So I will put the same value, which is 50 times by 7.2 equal to 360. So the answer is same. Next, we proceed to another example. So I will enter 0 to go back to the previous page, and then option 4 to return to the main menu, and then I will choose dynamic. Then in dynamic, I will select the option 3, which is velocity. Then I will enter the displacement value, which is 50, and the times, which is 3 seconds. So the velocity is 16.67. Next, let us check by using the calculator. So I will put the same value, which is 50 divided by 3. So the answer is 16.666667. So based on the result answer that we got from using our program and the calculator, it can be concluded that we have created the right program for the user, because there is no difference between the answer using our program and the calculator. The difference is just our program was read up to 2 decimal place, while for the calculator it read up to 10 decimal place. So for the result, it shows that we need to improve maybe to 3 decimal places to make the program more accurate. I think that's all for our presentation. Thank you and have a good day.
Now I will show you the source code that we use in our mini project. Firstly, this is the preprocessor directive, and we have 8 functions that we use in our mini project. First is float pause, second is float moment, third is float measuring distance, and fourth float velocity, and fifth we have float acceleration, sixth we have float torque, seventh we have float gravity, and last we have float friction. And this part is variable declaration, and below is the main function that we use in our mini project. Now I will show you the results. When user enter the selection 1, it will present about introduction of engineering mechanics and its application. When user enter 0, it will be back to main menu. And second selection, the user will enter number 2. It will present about static and enter any submenu, which is 3, and will be present about formula of moment. User will enter the value of force enter value of distance, and the answer is 40.20. When user enter the 0, we will back to static, and when user enter number 4, it will return to main menu. And second selection, the user will enter the dynamic, which is number 3, and user will select any sub-menu. First is number 1. It will present about dynamic concept. When user enter 0, it back to dynamic. And second selection is number 2. To represent about measuring distance, and user will enter the value of speed and value of time, and the answer is measuring distance 48. When user enter 0, we back to dynamic and enter the selection, which is 3. Represent about formula of velocity and enter value displacement, enter value of time. The answer of velocity is 7.5, and user will enter 0 to back and enter the selection is 4, and it will present about formula of acceleration. Enter the value of velocity, enter value of time, and the answer of acceleration is 20.5. User will enter 0 to back to dynamic and enter the 5. It will present about formula of torque. Formula of torque is equal force times distance, and enter value of force, enter the value of distance. The answer of torque is 84.00. User will enter 0 back to dynamic. It will select the number 6. It's present about gravity, formula gravity. User will enter the value of force, enter the mass, and the answer is 2.43. And user will enter 0 to back to dynamic and enter the number 7. It's present about formula of friction. User will enter the value of coefficient and enter the value of force. The answer of friction is 115. And user will enter 0 to back to dynamic, and user will select number 8. It will be returned to main menu. And when user enter the number 4, it will be execute the program. That's all.